plans again. So it looks like we can pick up our load. Tony Truman, good afternoon. We are in Kinley, North Carolina. That's Kinley 95 there. We're at the Petro. Pilots across the street, Flying J's right down the road. Where earlier we were basically told we had to get an appointment. To go get our pickup. Now it appears we can go get picked up, but we needed to have a piece of paper to allow us to do so. So we got a truck wash. While it's cold and it's around 55, a little bit of a breeze. It's cloudy, it's blah. Mr. Kevin Hart, thank you. Angie, how you doing? So we got a truck wash when we got here. That was about 11 o'clock. Got the truck wash. We went in here to the Kinley 95. I got me some bug cleaner spray. And I didn't feel like making anything for lunch. So I went ahead and just got a couple of tacos from Taco Bell and a burrito. So now that we actually do have paperwork, and apparently we can go pick up. It's only, what time is it now? It is just about 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go try to pick up now. So we're about half an hour away.
Onto Truck Stop Road.
We're about half an hour away, roughly. Angie, you're just loving it, ain't you? Well, that guy had a little hard time turning out of there, so we're going to go ahead anyway. So we're gonna head back over here. Yeah, I don't know about that one,
First
Kev.
right onto I-95 south towards Smith.
Kev, I really don't know about that one. It's I thank you for the compliment if that's what that was supposed to be. But who does, Angie? Who does? All right, well, like I said, since, plans had changed and then changed again, I don't want to dilly-dally. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to be goofing off. I don't want to be, looking like I'm just being lazy because I just had the entire week, 2 days on the road. Well, especially today, and it's like every road I've been on has been a, but we are heading southbound down here. We're going to get on to US 70. That should take us right out to Clayton. We should be able to get in, get our load, get secured, get down the road a little ways at least. So instead of picking up tomorrow, we'll pick up today, that looks a little bit better, and for my part feels a little bit better to load today than waiting till tomorrow, you know. And 2 ATVs, it definitely seems like it, I tell you. Attitude, how you doing, sir? So, like I said, we were at Kinley. I could have gone down to Dunn from where I was in Raleigh. They're both about equal distance. I came up to Kinley just because that was the first one I chose. I forgot about Kinley 95 and I forgot about the Blue Beacon, so amazing side up. What do you mean? Oh yes, yeah. I don't have it permanently mounted because I don't have a place right now to have it so it's safe and secure. It's not going to break or fall. So for right now, I got it tucked away underneath pillows and blankets. I mean, it is plastic, but the fact my friend took the time to have that custom made for me, I am grateful. I mean, he's a good guy. He really is.
Message from Dennis Rosbeck, sent Monday, March 15, 2021, 11:47 a.m. Subject, standard email. Remember to burn 5 back heaters for an hour every 2-3 weeks.
Whatever. So, like I said, we got some paperwork that we needed to have, which I didn't have previously. Like I said, I'm impressed. Colors, different ways of flashing. I can change the speed. I can change the brightness. And I was stunned. I mean, literally, I was stunned that he went out of his way to have that made. I mean, it's not super, expensive, but still, it's, like they say, it's the thought that counts. And I'm glad my friend, I made an impression on my friend enough that he would consider doing that for me. And that was my birthday present, and for my money, it is a great birthday present. That's a birthday present that I can say, yes, that's beyond, just any kind of normal thing from a store. So, but we're gonna try to go down here, try to get ourselves loaded. It is 1 p.m. here in North Carolina. We're on I-95 at the moment, heading southbound. Picking up a Caterpillar 914A. Yes, a 914A. Well, that's what the model is. Wheel loader. Yeah, February the 8th, like Andy said. The old 5-0. I mean, technically, I've bought myself 2 presents. Months beforehand, I bought the iPhone 12 Pro. I consider that my early birthday present. But last Saturday, when I was on my home time with my sister, when my friend gave me the sign, hey, Jukebox.
miles.
How you doing,
Take
sir?
exit 97 on the right.
I need to make
onto
about
Highway
4
70
trillion.
East towards Selma.
I need to make about 4 trillion song requests, so the best thing for you to do is just play everything in order, and I think we'll be happy. If you're not going to Spreaker Radio or Spreaker.com or Spreaker on the phone app, go listen to Trucker Jukebox Radio Network. You're gonna love the music. Guaranteed. There's something for everybody. So join Trucker Jukebox. You won't be sad, I tell you that. I hope you're getting settled in the people. Slightly different model, but you know, still. I hope Jake and Panda are going to settle in just fine. But my second birthday present, which, like I said, Saturday, I really had no.
Half a mile. Take exit 97 on the right. Onto West Highway 70 East
Yeah,
towards
how about if
Selma.
we turn that down? That's annoying. No. To lunch. On the northwest side of Atlanta. Outstanding. You will not be sad if you go there. But he needed to go to the gun store to pick up a particular part because a friend of his is building him a custom gun. And while I was in there, I said, you know, he was doing his thing. I was walking around looking, and you know, while I was looking around, you know, I was over next to the handguns, and I said, what am I waiting for? You know, just go ahead and do it. So I bought myself a brand new Glock 17 Gen 5. You know, so I'm going to consider that my second birthday present to myself. No more of that soul truck. Yeah, baby. I mean, I'm glad I'm back in my assigned truck. I may not own it, but I treat it like it is. And that's the way, you know, you gotta approach it sometimes. Just make sure it works and works properly, so I'm gonna maintain it as if I own it. But I'm sure you got a little bit to get used to going into a different model with a little bit different layout. Hello, Melanie. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. But otherwise, like I said, we were slated to come over here and pick up earlier, but didn't have the paperwork. We got the paperwork while I was sitting in line at the Blue Beacon, so you can't get out of line. Once you're in line at Blue Beacon, you're in line. You know, you got to go through the building. So got the truck wash, nice and spiffy, nice and clean. Got the Rain-X put on it. Don't have that extra 400 pounds of dirt. Like I said, we got a load, let's see, 22,000 pounds. 267 inches long, 94 inches wide, 121 inches tall. Under no circumstances is tire deflation allowed. So we may be over height. We're probably going to be over 13.8. And if we're over 13.8, we'll probably have to be on permits. So there you go. it at my sister's house, locked up and safe. I haven't bought any ammo. I haven't done my initial training or anything. When I go back in a little while, I'll be doing that. So, according to federal law, I can. There's no law against carrying a gun in a commercial vehicle under federal law. But we have to be worried about, I got to worry about my company's regulations. Chuck, how you doing? I got to worry about my company's rules and regulations because I don't own the truck. I got to abide by their wishes. 2, I got to worry about each individual state, all 48 United States. I got to worry about the individual laws in every single one of them states, cities, counties, municipalities, customers. I got to worry about all of that. And because I do not have really a say in where I go, when I go, it's not going to be something that I'm going to be doing. So the gun will stay at my sister's house, locked up. When I get back there, a little bit more frequently now, hopefully, I will be, I'll do my training, I'll do my practicing, I'll do my maintenance, I'll do my education. But the part where it costs the most money is done. The fact that it has been done is over with, so I don't have to, I can cross that off my checklist of things I want and need to do. Pardon me. But other than that, yeah, it's a complicated situation. We got the federal government, we got the states, we got the counties, we got the municipalities, we got the companies that we deal with. I go a lot of places where they really don't care. They don't bring the gun into the building. Don't do this, don't do that. Typically you keep it locked up, separated from the ammunition, in a locked box. Usually pretty good for most places, but at this moment in time, it's not not something that I want to worry about. So it can be, but it's all a matter of perspective, I would say. But like I said, I got, out of the 5 things that I wanted to do this past week with the home time situation, all that after I got loaded in Waco, I got 4 out of 5 things I wanted to do, get done. So, one thing I got done, I couldn't get done, I can get done later. Hopefully not too much later, but that's a little bit more of a tricky thing to deal with than simply buying something or taking care of something, outside of that. So, other than that, everything is A-okay. Like I said, we're going to go up here. We're going to try to get this wheel loader put on. You get tied down and get the heck out of there. Now, I believe this is a brand new wheel loader straight from the factory, which is right next door. And then we're going to be heading on out to Windsor, Colorado. So we're going to be heading into the snow and the ice. Yeah, well, I see, now being a resident of Georgia, which I never intended to be, the laws here for purchasing of a firearm for your house, personal use, for the most part, it's pretty easy. You know, I didn't need to get a permit. You know, my driver's license. I'm a resident. I had the money, and the background check was perfectly fine. I walked out of the store with it in my hand. Now, I didn't buy any ammo because I want to make sure that I'm doing things correctly. You know, I want to make, you know, I've fired long guns, shotguns, pistols before. I have a bit of understanding of how to use them and use them properly and safely. But having one of this, you know, I've shot mainly long rifles, so a little bit different safety aspect for it, but that's why I'm going to go. I'm going to be getting the membership for training and use of the shooting range where I bought the gun from. That way, my nephew, my sister, my brother-in-law, they all can go and practice shoot on a regular basis for a heck of a lot cheaper than trying to pay per person. So $75 a month, 5 people, unlimited range use. That's not too bad. That's a pretty good deal. Plus, like I said, I'm gonna have me some one-on-one, you know, training, you know, handling the ammunition in the box, loading the magazine, loading the gun, you know, getting the gun live, proper stance, proper grip, proper understanding of all that, you know, as it goes on. Because just like when I first learned how to use a chef knife, I had a professional cook, professional chef teach me how to properly hold a knife, to sharpen a knife, to use a knife, to move with a knife, to be aware of the knife. You know, so no different. It's a tool. You need proper instruction how to use it. There you go. Mr. James Ewing, okay. How you doing, sir? Welcome back. But other than that, like I said, we are having a good time this past week, except for one moment, for one bit of time. One thing I couldn't get done that I wanted to get done. Well, I didn't order it. I've already had my fun in the snow. And now I got to go back to Colorado. I got to deal with it again. So, like I said, we've had a good past week with our home time for the most part. Now it is a couple more weeks of work. About 2 weeks we'll take more home time. Like I said, so I can get to the gun range, so I can do a few other things. And we'll be happy. And if I can just do that every 3 week cycle like that, I will be very satisfied. Pardon me. But like today, you know, got my delivery done. I got the truck washed. I got the Rain-X put on it. I am happy about that. So at least I'm looking at a somewhat clean hood. You know, cleaner than it was. Now we're hopefully going to be able to get this wheel loader picked up. Oh yeah. And that one all too well. You know, when you're a kid, you see places, and then you come back as an adult. It's like, wait a minute, that wasn't there. That used to be this. Why is that empty field now, you know, a 14-story building? You know? Oh yeah. All right, Clayton is where we're picking up at. So 326B, 70 West Business. You pick up probably tires. I'm going to be over height. I'm going to be over 13'6". That's going to affect my route. That's going to affect whether I need permits or not. Which I really don't want. I wanted a simple, get out there, drive. I mean, even 1 inch over normal and it's like, ugh. Now I gotta wait for permits and I gotta set up the truck and I gotta stop at a certain time. I have to worry about curfews and prohibitions and routes that have been set for me. Legal side. What it Smithfield's Barbecue, 3 miles ahead on the right. Yeah, had I known that was there, I would have saved myself, which was Taco Bell. Would have pulled over on the side of the road, thrown on my flashers, and done some of that. Pardon me. Industrial entrance, next four crossovers. Well, at least they had the common sense to say, hey, there's big trucks entering and exiting up here. Watch it. At least they have a common sense doing that. Baker Thermal Solutions. Rifles. No idea what they do there. And I wish this guy would do the speed limit. No idea what they got going on here. Rifles. No clue what they make. I've never heard that name before. I think I've seen it. Well, there's a frozen food truck in there, so maybe they're doing food of some type. There was a trailer there that said frozen food on it, so maybe that's what they do. Maybe they do food. Navtar. City. Lending, mortgage place. Yeah, you got pretty much everything you need. Nick Flippin' Kids. Gymnastics. That's a pretty big building for one. Vehicle speed monitored by GPS. Well, how about the driver monitoring his speed a little bit better? Everybody would be happy. At least I would. All right. North Carolina, 42 East. railroad tracks right after the turn, so we got to be mindful of that. Do not stop on the tracks, or you'll be forcibly removed by the fact you're going to be hit by a train. Guy C. Lee Building Materials. Daydreams Nail Salon, Tanning Salon, CBD, State Farm Insurance, Church, Papa John's, Hairstylists, Dry Cleaners. I know you don't really want the tour of Clayton, North Carolina, but you're getting one anyway. And there it goes. Well, that was a little bit larger than the one we're going to be taking, but that's the type of machine we're going to be carrying. He's got a 926, we're getting a 914. We're getting a machine just like that guy had. We're just getting a smaller one. That's all. There's the old fire department right there, station number 2. Here is Caterpillar right on our right hand side. We're not picking up at Caterpillar, we're supposed to be going up here to Keene. So we got to go up to this other light up here. So that machine right there, that's what we're picking up here. So off in the woods right here is where we're picking up at. There we go. Like I said, we're going all the way out to Windsor, Colorado, right up near Fort Collins. So we're going to be dealing with some snow and ice, at least when we get out there. Yeah, let's see if we can find our entrance. Looks like our entrance right here. No trucks this entrance. So we gotta go up here. Okay. What the heck? Okay. Oh, Lord. All right, well, that's no fun. We got to back out of here now. Oh, goody goody gumdrops. Tell me an address and I can't get into it. Just gonna go extra slow. Got our lights on. Watching our mirrors. And people are having a little bit of sense to stop. Thank you very much. All right, so now we got to find a way into this place. So we got probably go around the block. Well, lordy, lordy, lord. It's always fun. All right. Well, I can't turn around in there. Tell me to turn around in the in this residential area. That ain't happening. That is definitely not happening. Not gonna use this park to turn around. Want me to go down in here? All right, well that's oh, lordy. Wants me to go into a residential area again now. Not doing it. Yeah, sometimes things just ain't as easy as they should be. Wants me to go into a residential area. I am not doing that. I just will not risk the possibility of something happening wrong. And go. Way around the block here, but that unfortunately is what we got to do. So around the yeah, sometimes it's like that. This is apparently one of them loads that everything that goes on is a pain in the backside. Now, first they say, you know, you gotta have this work. Now I can't find the freaking entrance. Well, we're gonna pull into the entrance of Caterpillar because I saw no other entrance for where we're supposed to be going. So we're gonna pull into Caterpillar, see what they say. Because the one gate said no entrance. Trucks aren't allowed through that entrance. So what am I supposed to do? Ah, 'tis what it is. super easy. Some loads are a pain in the backside. I mean, the load I just dropped off this morning, come from Waco, Texas, super easy. And the fact I had 6 days, you know, I had 6 days, made it even easier. So this load gets to have be a pain in the butt as well. Sometimes it is what it is. If we're easy, everybody would do it. Yeah, well, yeah. If I didn't have something to complain about, I wouldn't be happy. All right, so we're going to pull into the Caterpillar entrance, even though that's not exactly where I'm picking up from, because that seems to be the only way in where I can pick up. So we'll go past this again, in case you haven't seen it the first time, or you forgot. Baker Thermal Solutions, rifles. There we go. There. In case you missed it the first time, there we go. And apparently you must be doing something, because a lot of people parked there. It looks like they have actual employees actually coming in and out. So. Ready. The only time I use Google is when I'm going to a place I've never been to before. But like I said, looking at Google, it doesn't tell me this entrance is not allowed. So the entrance I was going to go to, because of the information I had on hand, Google Earth, Google Maps didn't help me. So I'm going to kind of muscle in. You got stuff from here to there. So just the and way sometimes does work. So we'll give it a try. All right, here we go again. Welcome to Clayton again. This is why a lot of truck drivers, myself included, like it when we're given proper information up front. Hey, don't go through this entrance, go through that entrance. Here, go big truck turn here, truck entrance. Go to this door. Back in, come to the door. This and the front door. Before you get to the door. You know. proper information. I've called the numbers that I who just does not want to answer a question. Hey, Robert from Valley Transportation, coming to do a pickup. Okay, what's your question? Okay, well, I don't know. Then why you ask me if I have any questions? I have a question, you don't have any answers. So why don't you transfer me to somebody who does have an answer? Well, we don't do that here. Okay. Well, I see how the game is played. And one woman, hey, can you transfer me to receiving? Well, we don't have any. Well, let me see. Click, 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 click. Well, I guess I'll hand you over to Larry or whoever she said. And then that was a message machine instead of somebody on the end of a phone line. Ah, well, okay. Rant, rant, complain, complain, cry and cry, whine and cry, whine and cry. All right, employee parking. We're not going in here. We're going up in here. Because there was no other way into where we were supposed to go. So we're going to go in here. And hopefully we can get in here without too much of an issue. Yeah, but unfortunately it doesn't work everywhere, and you cannot. A lot of times you can read the signs. So get our flashers on. Let's see what we got. Keene truck. We only got half the sign up there. So we're gonna turn here. You know, actually putting that to where you can read it. You got half the sign up. Replace the sign. It's not that hard. It really ain't that hard. There's no way to read there's no address up on the road for this address. So, you know, it kind of makes it difficult to find a place when you don't tell anybody how to get into it. Crazy old me thinking that thing should be working properly. Man, all this earth moving equipment around here, maybe you should move some earth and make this flat. Silly me, thinking that would be a good idea. All right. Well, let's not park too close to this guy. I guess I gotta walk up to the building here and see what's what. Let's see here, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say anything about where to go, what to do. So we will have to muddle through. Oh yeah, but that's the issue. That's what the case is here. There's no entrance for this particular address listed on the road on any sign out there, and the entrance that's right here says no trucks through here. So, and that other entrance is to the back of Caterpillar, but it doesn't, you know, it's just a lack of information. That's the problem. All right, so we're gonna walk in here. We're gonna get ourselves signed in, see what we can, because we gotta get up to the dock over there to our left. Let me take my paper here as well. And we're gonna get ourselves loaded. So instead of staring at a green building here and guys washing trucks, we're gonna stop the live stream. We may start it up again later. Other than that, thank you for joining me.